Good morning, everybody. It is a Warriors Day today, and I have a quick update on where positions are at this moment in time. I want to talk about the servers and the issues that some people have had with those, and I want to just talk about health and safety for this evening. So, just do a quick rundown of where people are on the championship right now. In gold, Dan Mathias is leading on 157 points, closely followed by Roger, star of the show this week, on 140 points. Steve Hughes on 125, Davy Mack on 107, Carl Turner on 101, and Mark Henry on 85. That's your top six there. In silvers, we've got Edwin Owen, Edith on 120 points, leading the way in silvers. Travis Cook, who sadly is still out of action because of hardware issues, but is still holding second place in 87. Adrian Aid is on 75 points. Dara in fourth is on 66. Pete Archer, remember Pete came up from bronze, is on 64, and in sixth is Stevie on 48 points. That's your top six there. And in bronze, we've got Fergus on 40, leading the way. Steve Baker is on 30 points, Andrew Morris on 22, Jonathan, our young chap, is on 16, it's almost his age. Jason Powell is in 5th place on 14, and Chris, damn it Robin, get it out, Koss is on 6th place and 10th. So that's the roundup. It's all still very, very close, all to play for. We're going into the Red Bull Ring race now. The new circuit, we've added this to the championship. It should be a cracking race. Weather for today, we've done 1,000 simulated sessions, and it's giving me out 59 chance of it being full dry, a 9% chance of full wet, and a 32% chance of mixed. Now again, these are predictions, so we won't actually know until we restart the server and away we go. For those that are interested, it is a 19 degrees a race today, and it's on Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. That's that. Okay, let's get to the server stuff. Some of us, not all of us, have had issues over the last several weeks. Let's go back 5-6 weeks, and it started to happen. And it all sort of coincides with a couple of things. And there's theories at the moment, and there are no quick fixes or no solutions. So the first thing that I did was I upgraded the spec of our servers. They're now double in power what they need to be. I spoke to our server host, raised several tickets with them, and they've had a look there as well, and not a lot has came back to say there's anything really weird apart from internet traffic. As we also know, Kunos during this time done a update to 1.98 on ACC, so that's had an effect, and that completely threw out things like LFM BOP for several weeks. We knew that what we were going to do. In fact, that's still not all up to play. There's another factor here. The theory that we're going to try to test tonight is liveries and the load on the servers and the load on people's PCs with liveries. This is just a theory. It hasn't been proved, and we hope tonight to prove it. I hate to do what I'm going to do tonight, but what I'm going to suggest that we do tonight is run without any liveries whatsoever, so we can rule that out. So if there's any stutters or big lag, more than standard internet stuff, because the internet's not perfect, we can rule that out. The theory is on season 1 we only ran Wheel Lap Designs original optimized liveries, and over the last series more and more, as I'm calling them, homebrew or DIY liveries are appearing. We're not saying that that's the case, but it's quite strange that in season 1 we didn't have any issues whatsoever, and if we can track back to when more and more homebrew liveries started to come, that could be a theory. So the plan is we run without any liveries tonight. Hate to do it, but I think we have to do it to try and cover off all our bases. I know other people, the LFM, are also having issues. Other series are having issues, some less than others. If I give you an example of how hard this is to solve. 1, we have internet connections. Not guaranteed, not pure, not clean. We have 50 plus, at least 50 plus active members in Bongo Racing who are using their own PCs, all completely different spec, all with different internet connections, some with hardwire, some with Wi-Fi. Some guys have very powerful PCs and are getting jitters, some are borderline. And as far as power is concerned, so you have that there as well. Plus we have a server spitting out liveries that may have graphics which are not completely optimized. This is the theory. So the plan is we run tonight without, we reintroduce the official Wheel Lap liveries, and then we have a look and put a QA, a quality assurance test, through other liveries that are there. And with help from Wheel Lap Designs, we'll hopefully have a look at those and optimize. I need to go through this process to see and rule out all possibilities. So I want people to have good fun. I wanted the racing to be competitive. I don't want it to be decided by an irregular freeze. And I assure you we're doing everything we possibly can to try and resolve this, as everybody is right now. There may be things that are out of our control here. Kudos themselves may have some issues, and this may sort itself out with an update. The common factor that we can think of at the moment in the admin team is this is where to start. And after that, we'll move on. If it was not happening in other places, I would go, it must be my host. But they have been impeccable from the moment that I've been with them. I haven't had any issues. They're responsive, but we need to eliminate different things. So I'm sorry, tonight we're going to run vanilla, no personal liveries. You choose your livery from the selection in the multiplayer menu in ACC. We'll just suck it up and we'll report back to see if there's anything there that's kind of nasty. So back to basic Bongo Racing green for me. You can do that. You change your colors, you have basic stuff, anything within ACC itself, but no customization that is coming from the outside. So no personal liveries, please. Okay, the Red Bull Ring, fantastic track. It's a big go-kart track. And what I mean by that is one of those places where you have to be really, really smooth. It's all about keeping momentum and speed. And on the first lap, that first corner, as we've seen in many a practice race, is a real bottleneck. There's a big bratwurst on the right-hand side of a yellow curb that can throw people out that are on the inside trying to tuck in, and it can push them out into the left. Let's be very, very aware of that first corner. Also, not too far up the street is the second corner, which is also at 90 degrees or right-hander, a very, very popular place for accidents on that first lap. So let's try and get through that first lap as gentlemen and get through the lap. And as the race settles itself down, we're going to have hopefully a very good time. Can't guarantee that it's going to be dry, and I can't say to you that it's going to be wet or mixed. It's going to be a potluck, and we will not know until the server opens. Again, it's going to be very interesting tonight with fuel strategies and tires. Probably be able to go the whole length without having to do a pit stop, but wouldn't do any harm to have a look at the pit entry today, because it is an awkward one if you do need to go in, and it's especially a slippery little bugger in the wet. Tonight, 9:15 p.m. UK for briefing. We get started as quickly as we possibly can. We shall go. Who knows what will happen there? We are going to follow the qualifying procedure with bronze, silver and gold. Might be a slight tweak on that on timing, but we'll follow that procedure. Please be in the briefing for 9:15 tonight. I hope everyone has a fantastic race. I hope we don't have any hiccups as far as the servers or the connections are concerned, and I'm sure people will report back. One final thing, that if there are incidents, you do have 72 hours to report them, so that's until Sunday evening, and we'll share the links. It's already in the Discord now, but there is now an official reporting form which is there that you can, there's some basic facts to report, so to keep everybody's reports the same, so we can list them. Hopefully we won't have too many of those. Have a great time tonight. I hope to have a great time tonight. I'm praying for dry, because I was driving pretty well the other night and I want more of that. So I'll see you at 9:15. Have a great race, everybody. See you out there.
Then he waddled away, waddle,